Alright, I think we're ready to go here. Let's see, 12.5 hours in. So... yeah, we're getting pretty close to herbalism. That's coming along nicely. I think I had determined... Yeah, without additional... Or wait a minute, can we do one more slot somehow? No, we need more biotic capacity. So I could actually fit in a transmute water right now. Let's do that for the time being. I actually don't remember. I got a +5 from this somewhere. One of the researches. Alright, I was thinking about this and I might be ready to do... I might be ready to add the bonus level to improved study here. This is one that costs mind. Mind is probably my most used resource. Even though this gives attribute Q and develop speed, which I don't really care too much about. It also gives concept time scaling, scholar cost scaling. Have I talked myself out of it again already? Crazy. Improved soil would be plot capacity. Am I investing in any other mental stuff? There is improved generators. Alright, I think we're taking expansion to 9, right? Or to 10. But we only have 2 right now, so 9. So, wait a minute. It's 15 for the next. What do we get here? Wait, why am I even taking expansion to 10? I'm confused. Maybe expansion 10 gives nothing special. I just assumed because Scholar worked that way. But expansion seems to follow different rules. Yeah, Scholar and Wizardry both worked that way. Alright, well, we've got some levels of expansion now. Maybe we'll take it all the way to 18, who knows. Anyway, let's take a look at these upgrades. We've got... Oh yeah, this should be pretty easy to get. Learn Occultic. This is going to be an alchemic glyph. Yeah, this is going to be a really good thing to get. While we're waiting on this to tick up, let's go ahead and focus on this. So, I've got millions of wood here. Let's get some... we can't do paper mill. Alright, let's just craft then. So, we'll do this. We'll craft a ton of paper. Oh my goodness. Out of control. We're also going to need, let's see, to get a bunch of alchemic scrolls. Actually, Force Bark might be the limiting factor. Yeah, it looks like we need approximately equal amounts of... Need slightly more Thaumic scrolls than Force Bark. Okay, so it is roughly right. This is times magic resources gained. Okay, so we'll do a bunch of these. And grab the Thaumic scrolls. Just casually hundreds of millions of Thaumic scrolls all of a sudden. How are we doing on... We'll probably get some... Yeah, let's get some reserve levels. One thing I hadn't really appreciated is that reserve level is a built-in... Oh, interesting. As a built-in base all resource rate. So reserve level is particularly important for an aura build like what I'm doing. Any sort of passive income build. It gives infusion power and base all resource rate. So actually, it has a doubled effect on the infusion resources, the spark and mana and whatever the other one is. Arcanum. Plus there'll probably be Blaze later now that we've got rituals back. Alright, so anyway, let's get 2 reserve levels. Okay. So that just increases... I could have checked the stats here. Let's go to Dimensional and just spend some of these things. Okay, now if I remember correctly... we actually want an additional one of these. Let's quickly fix this. So I'll throw in weak and double this up. I wonder if I should... yeah, this one needs to be fixed too, right? So let's just do that now while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, six effects of times 1.13. Stronger than 5. Okay, now this is the one that drains way too much, right? Drains... yeah, way too much control per second. So we gotta lower the casting level every time we cast this. A little bit annoying, but... alright, that's insignificant, almost. Okay, so we're gonna get some alchemic scrolls now. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. Hey, Mako! I was just doing some theorizing in my head before I started this stream about how I wanted to work on the beginner's guide for this. As I think what I need to do is I need to like record a video where I start over from the start of the game and just touch on a few individual points. But anyway, the point is I've got a pretty good idea of how I want to do it, and I'll probably work on it today. Maybe I'll be able to get it out this weekend, but I don't want to promise anything. There's actually been a lot of other people asking about, like, especially new players that are just really confused by how everything works, so there might be a market for something that just kind of explains all the basics of how the game works and all those things. It would be pretty cool to be able to help more people out with that. Alright, looks like we can do both of these. Let's learn Occultic. And learn how to invest material upgrades into your resource types. I mean, we might as well. I don't know what that one does. You're 20 hours in and are still confused by some things. Yeah, there's a lot of little tricks. Like, I was noticing there were people on the Discord who didn't know like how to do the max crafting, where you do control click to craft the full amount. There's people who don't know you can like look at the resource tags, like control is a mental essence resource, and then you can go find like the things that affect specifically those resources. Like alchemy gives you essence resources gained. So if you're trying to earn more control, like you want to invest in this, and then you want to invest in base essence resources gained and mental resources gained and so on. So there's a lot of different little tricks like that that escape people. We might as well get this herbalism too, right? Yeah. Okay, I just picked up like 3 things. Let's see if I can remember what they were. I think there's a log, right? What are these? Global search, event log, yeah. Oh, it's here. Okay, so herbalism, upgrade materials, and learn occultic. So upgrade materials is going to be something in alchemy. Yeah, so we got an entire material tab here. We got materials upgrades, gained through advancing your alchemy levels. You can use them to invest into a type of resource to improve all resources of that type. Ooh, nice. Okay. So when we upgrade them, it gives quality. Let's see. Looks like it does a 10%. It increases the cap. Oh, wow, that's crazy. And it gives certain types of advancements. Okay, that's nuts. This is really cool. This is completely new. Are you working on your 1,000-hour save file, your 1,000-day run? Yeah, Zach, there's a lot of people who are just like spam clicking. Like even the first time I played this game like 5 years ago, it was still in early access. I was like clicking as fast as I could on the craft resource. Because you know, I would cast my spell to boost the resource output, and I would just click over and over again, and then one day I realized, wait a minute, when you press Control, it goes to max, and when you press Shift, it goes to 5. I think it's Control, or what is it, to get... There's a way to get 25. It's like Alt-Shift, Alt-Control, something. There's a way to get it onto 25, but some people just select this max, but I don't like that because then when you go to like change your casting level, for instance, you can only go between the max amounts, right? Like you can only go between 1 and 18. So I prefer to leave this on 1 so I can like make my small adjustments. And then anytime I want to buy like a ton of resources at once or a ton of attributes, I'll just do Control, which sets this to max, and then you can just click once to buy as many as you can. Speaking of, look at the attunement cost here and my max thaumaturgy. We are way under leveled, so I'm going to go to my Psychic Blast. I use this tab because it gives me these absorption stacks, which reduce the costs. So then I control click on that, get a bunch of levels, control click on this to get a bunch of levels. We're gonna get infused mana. Let's let this stack up some more. I don't know, let's get Elemental Shaper, I guess. I'm gonna go back to what I was working on. So materials, let's just see what the individual thing. Ooh, plot capacity. Wait, you can get plot growth and recovery speed with this. So this would be a way you could get +5 plot capacity, and this is a way to make all the druidry stuff happen faster without actually leveling into druidry. Speaking of, we should probably do some of this stuff. I've got a bunch of empty plots here. Alright, let's just do everything. Let's do, this is for... Why does that say 9:35? 4:15. Wait, 22 seconds. Why is this taking so long all of a sudden? It's -2 million control per second. I can afford that. But how do I mean, we can raise the druidry level, but eventually I won't be able to afford the control costs. This is 10 seconds of -10 per second. I mean, I can still afford that, technically. I wonder if there's a speed upgrade somewhere. Base natural resource rate. Oh wait, this is huge. I guess I don't have that much water, so I can't invest too much into this. This is one of the things I just unlocked. And this is herb size. So that probably makes this even more powerful, although maybe it's yeah, it would have to be like new herbs that I grow. Wonder if there's something in workshop. Material savvy, no. Refinementship, no. Efficient collection, no, that's the wrong type of thing. That's building resources and parchment resources. Maybe we don't have it yet. Anyway, let me go check these things again. I just want to make sure that I didn't, I lost track of them. Upgrade materials. Right, learn occultic. That's going to be alchemic glyphs. The materials I know about now. And then developed herbal. Use druidry to empower the growth of herbs. Okay, so I think I've looked at everything now because that was these things. The irrigation. That lowers the weave cost at least. And the fertilizer. Alright, so we're not ready for that quite yet, although we should be getting fairly close. Psi is capped out. One thing that I'm finding really funny is how much time I have to spend just going back to rebuy all the stuff that I already leveled up before, because things just get so much cheaper and you have to go like redo them. Like I've got these really cheap effects here. I want these cooldowns to be lower. 18-second cooldown. I feel like this is a longer cooldown than it used to be. Alright, where was I? Scholar tab or something? Yeah. We've got study studying, we've got study chemistry. Study harvesting. And study artifacts. Yeah, just getting tons and tons and tons of points. I need more app in space, so let's do Urn of Urns. And physicality. Guess we'll get a level of, well, no, we don't really need any of those right now. Okay, so... Right, so there was the plot capacity. Oh, this just straight up gives you cognitive advancements. Lowers book cost scaling, parchment quality, and oh my goodness. Everything is too good. How am I supposed to decide? Alchemical capacity. So probably not that one. What? Emblem max stacks? Casting speed? Oh, it's so tempting. It's just I don't really care about elemental resource quality that much. Emblem max stacks and casting speed are both insane stats, though. Charm spell power? That's pretty good, too. Just straight up give you orb advancements along with all the essence stuff. Definitely not this one because I don't care about any of that stuff. Hexed. Duration stats. I guess duration stats, because it's additive, isn't necessarily as good. Occultic capacity. I don't even know what occultic capacity is. Natural. Biotic capacity. Okay, so these are like those are capacities for alchemy. Okay, that makes sense. So natural resources, I wonder what the bonus for building resources is. Tempered. Got some undiscovered stuff there. Building resources. Artifact capacity and crafting magnitude. Ooh, crafting magnitude. It's a good way to get crafting magnitude without having to invest in the crafting technology. Because, like, I like crafting, but I don't necessarily want to invest resource points into it. Building resource quality, building resources gained, and base building resource rate. Those are all pretty tempting. Energetic gives base special speed stats. That's plot growth, plot recovery. So what's the difference between this and blooming? That also gives plot growth and plot recovery times 1.08. This one gives... Wait, where is it? Is it... I lost it somewhere. Oh, base special speed stats. Okay, I see. So it's a smaller amount of plot growth and plot recovery, but you also get base casting speed. Okay. Base charm cooldown. Yeah, so the exciting things here are the druidry speeds, the casting speed, and the charm cooldown speed. The nice little across-the-board boost. Boosts energetic resources, which, you know, Force Spark, Verdant Energy, Spark. I'm fine with the boost to those. The boost to Psi is pretty unnecessary. Mental, probably not worth doing. Times 0.8 attribute cost seems nice, but it's not a scaling effect. Yeah, no, definitely not mental. So these come from Alchemy XP, which means every time I do this, I get +1 materials upgrade. And I believe we had a research. Improved materials. This gives a free materials upgrade. And times 1.04 to all resource quality. Those material upgrades look so good that I think I'm definitely going to do this. Yeah, I'm going to commit to doing improved materials. The nice thing about this is if I invest in the right ones, like, this only gives plot capacity, but if I invest in parchment, I actually get cognitive advancements back. +1 cognitive advancement. Cost scaling is super nice. Books are caps, aura power, caps, quality, income. Wonder how many more books there are, or if that's it. Is it just the 6? I can't remember if there's more after this. What did I just got something. 1 free upgrade. Let me look at that research again. Improved materials. What was the effect of that? Plus 0.8 attribute quality bonus. Oh yeah, that was the other. This is an insane upgrade because it means that quality affects the attribute's cost multiple times. I think this might be a better target. This might be a better target for my bonus levels than improved study. Because I throw bonus levels into this, I get bonus levels on my material upgrade. If I'm doing parchment, I get cognitive advancements back, which is really good. This is the one I use the most. I use so many cognitive advancements. I'm going to go ahead and commit to at least one level in Parchment. Okay, so the cost goes up 1. And looks like these effects are multiplicative. Yeah, the caps are definitely tempting, but it seems to me that resource caps are relatively easy to get. Like, resource caps scale really well. And especially since I'm using auras, I'm doing like an aura cost reduction build. So since I'm reducing my costs so much, I don't need as high of a max level of resources. Plus the cost reductions make it easier for me to level up my caps anyway. I might be so enamored with this. Well, I guess I'll save the free level for now. I've got multiple free levels sitting around, but we will spend them, especially if we start to slow down in any way that's noticeable. I'm gonna have to start spending those free levels. Let's go to dimensional. Let's do a bunch of containment. We got a bunch of control to spend. I need more water income. Let's do essence resources gained. We can get a bunch of this, I think. Go ahead and do what's cauldron? I mean, that's a bunch of cheap upgrades, right? Okay, I need to actually do some of my agromancy stuff. I think I was gonna do this, right? And then I got distracted. Why did I get so distracted? I was trying to figure out how to speed it up. But it's only... Oh man, it's 23 seconds. 23 seconds minus 8 million per second. Okay, let's just do it. This is gonna be a huge amount of Mage Bloom, isn't it? Okay, so the drain is relatively slow. That's a good amount. What do I need? I need 37,000 there. Yeah, so it looks like the next upgrades are magical imbuement, organic essence, +1 druidry effect levels. Wait, that's pretty minor, isn't it? That's just anything in here. Yeah, so that's just like very minor. And what was the other one? Scholar's Book also holds essence resources. We're so far off from that though, yeah. We need 46 million water here. Oh wait, I'm confused. Oh no, okay, this is just Void Moss. Mage Bloom, this one gives 668 for 15 seconds. Let me raise this again. Hey, we're actually reaching this cap now. I remember I wanted to put a bunch into physicality. Let's keep doing that. Get my space cap up. Containment. Sorcery. Okay, we're quite a ways off from this. But how do we stand on... This is costing me wood. Let's do... Oh, you know what? It's probably time to just do different ones. Let's get rid of this. Study magic. Yeah, let's just do different ones for a bit. So what's low? Analyze elemental is really low. What is this costing? Spark? Wait, we can just afford this, can't we? It's crazy to me that we can just afford that. 17 billion per second, 16. Okay, I think we do study mind, lower scholar costs, or analyze mental is actually lower quality. 70 billion. Yeah, we can afford to level this up a bunch too. We need to increase these speeds or something. I guess it really comes down to these two. This one gives me quality affects attributes multiple times. In addition to the materials upgrades, which is probably going to be another cognitive advancement point every time I do it. So it refunds a cognitive advancement too. And some resource quality. Purity cost scaling, we're not really there yet. So I guess the question is, do I think that putting all my additional levels into improved study, do I think that the concept time scaling, the -3% concept time scaling, is going to involve much higher level concepts, which will be reduced costs? I think in the long run, that will result in better reduced costs for my attributes compared to having additional levels of attribute quality bonus, which means quality will be effective multiple times. It feels like the quality will be better, right? Because if the quality is like once the numbers get large, the concept drain has to increase by like a factor of 10. Alright, I'm gonna do this one. Add a bonus level to improve materials. Let's go to materials. Now, let me just double check. So, blooming has plot growth and everything. Obviously getting times 1.5 all resource cap repeatedly is nice, but no. I think we're gonna avoid the... Yeah, we're gonna dodge the draw of getting so many plots. Parchment is my default choice. No to alchemy. As much as I love the idea of stacking emblems, this doesn't give enough... What's this one again? Parchment resource quality, book cost scaling. So wait, all this really gives... Yeah, I don't think this is the best one to stack my stuff into. Elemental is actually a contender because of the stacks and casting speed. Orb advancements, transmute power. No, I don't really care about that much. No to that. Duration, no. No. No, just because we don't know what all the things do. I want one that I want a lot of. The problem with this one is I probably don't want that much crafting magnitude. And artifact capacity, I don't really care about that much. It could be the special speed. Man, this is so hard. Maybe it is... I feel like it's either parchment or elemental at this point. We have this emblem thing going. Plus 10% emblem max stacks. Alright, this one we wait on the free levels. We've got 2 free levels to spend there. I'm happy with my choice on the other one, but I'm not ready to choose it for that one. Okay, so we just need a little bit more. We need a ton more water. Okay. You know, we can probably, I bet if we set up a water loadout, I bet we just get a ton of resources. What are we not using ever? The thunderclaps are good. We probably don't, yeah, we don't need this loadout. Okay, so what's my water situation? Gotta be here somewhere. Great Spring. Yeah, millions of water per second. At the cost of billions of space we can afford. It comes with a times 1.11 liquid resources gained. That's fine. 63 billion mana per second. Yeah, we can afford all this. What if I max out my output level? Let's just level it up one more time, in fact. Minus a trillion mana per second, that's fine. 335 billion space per second. That starts to get slow, but let's just spend all of our space on this. Should we do... Not heavy. This makes it more expensive. I think we just do it regular. Okay. 3 of these should, and let's go to spellbook spells. We're gonna level it up after the first cast. Okay, so we got billions of water. Space is gone, those are all off cooldown, that's fine. Analyze elemental. Is this elemental? No, it's essence. Okay. Imbue organic is done. That's just the minor thing. Oh, I probably shouldn't have clicked that because we wanted it for... No, we need Mage Bloom for this. Okay, so... Agromancy. This is Mage Bloom. Do we just do this now? What are we looking at? Minus 38 million per second for 45 seconds. Wait, why has this gone up so much? I don't understand why these things increase the way they do. Like, just a minute ago, this was not producing nearly as much. Did I even do anything? It's like, all of a sudden, it's way more powerful. We can make it slower and less efficient, right? Total of 865 million. Alright, let's just do it at this level. It's gonna take forever to do at that level. Even at this level, it's gonna be almost 2 minutes worth of, Alright, let me just do it at this level, and I'm gonna cast this and see if we can get this. No, that's not doing it at all, is it? I'd have to go ahead and lower this. How do we get a ton more control? We could just cast this. This costs too much. I'm not sure how much too much. Let's go down to like this. Oh, that works. Okay, so now we should be able to level this back up to max. And this should start finishing. Look at this control cap. Base control capacity. Just get a few of those. I don't want to control, well, control clip. Yeah, it didn't cost that much. Okay. Okay, improved herbalism. Let's grab that. While I'm thinking about this, I want to go to agromancy and let's start clearing out some of this stuff. What does this cost? Peeling the bark takes 71 billion per second. That's a little bit too high. Is this is in 1 second, so let's just get it down a bit. Still in 1 second. Okay, so let's peel all these. Let's go here. Grow fruit. No. Should we make another? No, let's just chop these for the wood. And then once that's done, let's grow a bunch of saplings. Okay, I think we're good there. Wow, look at this. Maybe the plant mastery went up? Yeah, it could be, although it seemed like it was a lot more. It would have had to have gone up a ton. Okay, what was that thing I got? Oh yeah, we got multiple masteries of forestry here. Developed improved herbalism. Right, so that's gonna be under druidry? No. Wait. Alchemy? Wait, I'm confused. What did we get? Well, we've still got this. We need to alchemize the new things that we unlocked like 20 minutes ago. Extract Mage Bloom. Okay, so this gives occultic capacity. And we also need the thing that spends occultic capacity, I'm sure. Yeah. So we can make occult essence. Perfect. Maybe it was under Artificer? Nothing new here that I can see. Workshop? No, it'd have to be under Alchemy, Alchemist. Yeah, who knows? We'll find it eventually. It's actually more efficient, I think, to just move on than it is to worry about that. We need to lower this until these can actually grow at a reasonable rate. Minus 20 million. Yeah, one more down. Okay, that's more like it. Those can actually grow now. I don't know, I'm really still pushing up against the capacity here. I guess we need a lot of turns of holding. There's still this. Getting essence resources on Scholar's Book will be very nice, I think. Actually, Atomic Volumes hold spatial resources. That helps a bit. Just gonna continue to increase my wood income here. Crafting power. Let's get clear cutting even though we really don't need it. Try to stay ahead on this stuff. Wizard Zora can be leveled up a bunch. Looks like we can get infused mana. Aptitude is hilariously underleveled. Just... This is also pretty cheap. Okay, are we ready to stop this? I guess for now. Let's do some of this new stuff. Oh yeah, I was gonna raise my alchemy level too. Do that in a second after I set this up. Where is it? We want to extract... We can do extract like Mage Bloom or something. Here it is. So we probably want all three in that, right? And then the occultic. That's the max we can do. How much Mage Bloom are we consuming? Almost none. Looks like I can't fit anything. That's fine. I guess technically we don't need... Yeah, we only need 2 levels of this, right? Because that's now over-leveled. Yeah, so we just need to run 2 levels of Extract Mage Bloom. And then if we raise Alchemy level, what does this do to my capacities? It does nothing, but it does do speed and drain, so... Does that mean that the drain will be 4 times? So 0.06 is we go to 0.24. Yeah. And then this just doubles, I think. Okay. Discover Amber requires 9,000 of that. Oh yeah, I was gonna do this a long time ago. We've got, we can easily afford tons of the Druidic Talisman now. And let's get Empowered Roots for tree size. Druidic Attunement is good. Wow, look at Vigor. 50 levels. I just purchased 50 mass levels of that. Ridiculous. I need to go around and find stuff like that I just haven't leveled up at all. Like, look at this. This costs nothing. 58 levels without even having a discount on it. Wonder if there's anything in here like that. Agility is pretty low. Yep, 58 levels of that. Cunning. Cunning has a good amount of cost on it. Conjurator is low. I'll purchase this with the discount though. Yeah, only like 20 levels of that. Aptitude maybe? Yep, 58 levels of aptitude. Really funny. Base natural resource rate. So that's giving me wood per second, right? Oh, the herb size. That's what did it. I think it was the fact that I bought so much fertilizer, and then when that new plant refreshed, it updated the size. That's got to be what it was. Natural expansion, plot size. This is super cheap too, isn't it? We've got Life Weaver. Might as well get a little bit of this while I'm thinking about it. Anything in the workshop? Let's get engineering. What was the workshop cost? This is really cheap. Charger, base energetic resource rate. That'll help with, yeah, that'll help with this income. Okay, ironwood trees. This is very cheap. Next thing to do, clearly. So let's go to... We need parchment resources for that. It looks like we need to do shop, artificer, paper mill. Should I do this first? Yeah, let's do this first. Get extra parchment resources. What does this do? Harvest gathering cost. Yeah, let's get a bunch of that. Get some auto magic tome just for the heck of it. Okay. We're gonna run through the whole setup here again. So crafting. We're gonna do... We don't actually have that much wood. Let's harvest first. This should all be really fast, right? 52 seconds. No. 4.5 seconds. What's this costing skill? Okay, so probably like this. 2 seconds. That should be good. And then this is costing 23 billion per second for a second. Oh, wait a minute. 319 million. Yeah, let's just grab this. Okay, grow some plots. I want to do one of these, just to see. 18.2 trillion space for 2 minutes. What does shaped ground even do? Oh, prepare the land for more advanced forms. Yeah, we should test this at some point. Let's do 1, 2, 3 trees. That should save enough for me to do a shape land in a bit. Lower this one level and be one more level. Okay. So we're gonna do workshop, crafting, paper. Casually billions of paper. Wait, I actually need to upgrade crafting speed now because this is taking so long to craft. That's assembly. Alright. Go here. Yeah, so assembly. And looks like efficient collection is really cheap right now. Yeah. Woodworking's also really cheap, right? Yeah. Spend that wood more effectively. Oh wait, we ran out of wood, so I need to do One more harvest if I can. Druidry, agromancy. Oh, I don't have it right now. I could just chop this to get wood. This really matters, right? Or no. Sorry, I already crafted paper. That's why we're out of wood. Okay, never mind. I spent all my wood on paper already, so we're good to go. So let's go to this tab to craft the billions of Thaumic scrolls that we're about to get. What's the cost on this? 8 trillion? Yeah, we can easily afford that. Okay, Thaumic scrolls. Let's go ahead and start raising the reserve level here. 1 billion, 6 billion. Okay, we won't spend the 30 billion yet. Go ahead and cancel these. Okay, what are we building towards here? I don't even know. Looks like we're getting towards Discover Amber without even having to think about it, so that's nice. Oh, alchemic ability. Yeah, this would help with the essence resources gained from this. Okay, but for right now, let's go here. Now, at some point these costs, yeah, these costs are unsustainable, so for this one we have to lower the output level a bunch. Let's just take it down to like 7, because we only care about the yeah, the output. Okay. Okay. Alchemic scrolls. Ooh. Tempting. What was the other one? Okay, let's pick up the ironwood trees. Should I just go ahead and do this? Making Scholar's Book hold essence resources sounds really good. This is super expensive, but I'm gonna do it. Let's see how effective it is. We're 14 trillion, 254 trillion. Okay, that was well worth it. Okay, so now I'm curious. What did they do with Scholar's Book? They said plus 44.6% essence resource cap. And what is physicality? Base essence resource cap. Okay, so this is like a whole new cap that has been thrown in. That's why. So it had a multiplicative effect. Very good. What else is essence? Probably not much that actually has a cap. It's just space, right? Oh, and control. Okay, so now we have a much higher control capacity. Yeah, the other essence resources we have are just uncapped down here, so not going to be as noticeable. All right, while I'm thinking about it, I want to upgrade this. Let's get our discount. Going to give me essence resources gained, which will help with a bunch of things I'm working on right now. And let's get these super cheap upgrades here. Rapid gathering. Wait, this is new, right? Yeah, gathering, agromancy power, and gathering agromancy speed. Yeah, this is going to be huge. So which book was it? Scholar's Book. So we can even make these caps. This increases so many of my caps now. I've got 9 billion wood. Yeah, let's go here and craft some paper again. That's so many book levels. Yeah, my caps are really starting to grow out of control now. We're gonna have to go back now and do a bunch of points in all the auras and all the passive income and the aura research just to actually generate resources to fill these caps. Okay, so this requires 66 billion. We can afford that. 6 seconds. Let's do that one. Let's do some chopping. This one's still super fast. Easily affordable. Yeah, so just do all those. And then... I forgot to do this. Okay, plant trees again. When this is done... Okay, we're coming back in like a minute. We're finally gonna do a land thing here. Okay, where do we stand? We're getting very close to this, although we need to generate... Once we generate this, we need to go back to generating our organic essence, unfortunately. That's way off. Discover amber. Yeah, that's... Be organic, grow life orb... No, neither of those. Witchcraft. 1 million... Yeah, okay, so... Be occultic. Right, this does almost nothing, so we don't need to worry about that one. Okay, so the next upgrade to work towards is discover amber. We're here on this, so... Did I ever have a way to spend those? I don't remember. Anyway, we can go alchemy, we can just get rid of these. We need... Oh, you know what? Do I have this? I might have this set up already. Refine organic. Yeah, this is fine. And then throw a water in just for good measure. Let's how do I want to replace this snapshot. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's super fast. We could even increase the speed a little bit more. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, discover amber. And before I look at that, let me just see real quick. This requires 888,000 for nothing I care about. Okay, let's just go straight back to the other one, which was extract 2 mage bloom, refine as much occultic as I can, and nothing else fits. Save that snapshot here. And what is this costing me? It's costing me mage bloom per second. Agromancy, this isn't ready yet. It'll be ready in 16 seconds. We're gonna get a ton. So let's go ahead and raise this level. 14 per second. 59 per second. We have to generate a lot of this, right? We need it. We need 1 million of it for witchcraft. That doesn't matter. And we need 1 million of it for improved alchemy. Yeah, and we're out. 23 seconds, minus 12 million per second. Yeah, okay, we're not gonna run out at this rate. Um, oh, and when this finishes, I'm finally here at a time where I guess I can talk myself into doing the plot thing. Wait, what's going on here? Okay, it's almost done. Just get ready for this. This is gonna take 2 minutes at 3.47 trillion. Let's just do it. Oh no, it doubled. All right. How unfortunate. We got even more Mage Bloom. Okay, so I think we can level this up even more, right? Because does this show time to 0 or anything? Drain, gain, quantity. I don't see it. But it should be fine for quite a while. I just don't want to level it up too much. 1,000 per second, so this will be good for at least 1,000 seconds. What is that, like 15 minutes? And then we can probably harvest another one. Okay, I think I'll leave it at this level. Okay, so we got something about Amber, right? Discover Amber. Probably learn. Here we go. Transmute Amber. Now, can we just slot this in? We can. Perfect. Okay, excellent. What is this costing? Control? Oh, that's nice and easy. Okay, we are generating a lot of amber. I guess we need a lot more, though. Imbue amber. +1 primal effect levels. I don't know what that means. Duplicate spellbook, sure. Sure, we'll grab that. Primal? What counts as primal? I have no idea. So it looks like we need 1 million for this, but that's just like a temporary, that's just a pretty minor effect. 3.59 million. What is Amber? Amber is a magic natural resource. So alright, I think we can comfortably just leave this like this for a while. So let me actually clear this and resave it. So that's my generate that type of essence and amber, and then I've got the other one for generating organic. Okay, we got a lot to work on here. I think I've got a, yeah, this is for building resources gained. Let's do that and craft wooden supports. Okay, so we're getting those in the millions, tens of millions. And engineering lowers reinforced cost. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's go here. Actually, we can just do this now. Okay, so let's get notes. Let's get magic notes. Chemic notes. Waiting for this. Wood beams. Then we got to recast to get the last two. Oh, Amberic Fortification. Force Totem and Acceleration Station effect. Workshop. We don't have those yet. That must be what this is. Workshop tools. Funny that you can buy this before unlocking those. Okay. Let's get some woodworking. Okay, we need to just level everything up. Yeah, attunement, wisdom, there's a lot of stuff to put points into. Let's do resilience first for the mana regen. So next playthrough, I'm definitely not going to invest in this Psyblast thing because it's actually more trouble than it's worth to constantly keep these stacks up to get the discount. I'd rather just have invested in something else that either gives me a passive discount or better better income and just not have to worry about tracking this. We should probably do one big buy of Automagic Tome for the... Yeah, we can afford so much of this. For the stronger auras. Thaumic Volume, yeah, we can put a ton into this too. Kind of want to do Mentalist's book for the mental resource quality. Yeah, we have millions of these. Why not? We'll do both of these. I think these costs went down because we did that material upgrade for parchment that gave me cheaper books. Okay, we're overdue for some scholar upgrades as well. Look at this. Mentality, we can just afford so much. Let's get let's actually get income first. That's going to be intellect and academic. Let's get whatever this is. I guess that's knowledge income. Should do some study magic. Okay, so we're actually going to be getting amber construction pretty soon, it looks like. This just requires wood. We don't really want that anyway. Amplifier, whenever it's cheap. So it looks like this is the big thing to go for. And this when it comes up. This unlocks a completely new plant. So we probably want to push towards this. But it's kind of out of reach for right now. Go and get some of these cheap things. Oh, these are like upgrades. Never mind. I wonder how long they sit there. Or if you can do them like a certain amount of times and then they stop. Guarantee you we're underleveled on spellcraft. I never clicked this one. Looks like we can do alterators as well. More wizard's aura. Okay, let's go back here and do more of these. Intellect. I'm missing some druidry stuff too. There's so many things to level up. Hey Nana, thanks for stopping in. I know this isn't really your game, but I do appreciate you stopping by to say hi. Okay, we need to harvest some stuff. Looks like these are not quite ready yet. 15 seconds. Okay, so we can probably do this at level 14. Get a good amount of extra force spark this way. Did I ever grow that? I did grow that plot, right? Please tell me I did that plot. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, the extra Mage Bloom harvest threw me off. Oh well. Look, let's just make sure it happens. We'll do this. And then I'm gonna... What is this, for 2 minutes? Wait, is it 2 minutes regardless? Okay, let's do it at a level that doesn't spend an insane amount of wood or space. 901 trillion space. Wait, look at this. My space is actually not reaching the cap anymore. I have to go and actually do a bunch of upgrades on that to get the space income up. Okay, let's just do it at this. Now, what should I do with all this wood and force spark? Yes, amber construction is ready. Let's pick that up. And let me go ahead and buy the max amount of this. Let's go look at the things that it can actually get. Oh, base force spark per second. Yeah, take that. Acceleration station, transmute speed, refinement speed, dismantle drain. Yeah, so might have to lower my let's just look. So this is minus 1.55 thousand per second. Let's see what happens if I do a max buy on this. Yeah, so it's going up and up, but I can just go to my alchemy and lower this. Get it back down. So it'll be like more efficient. Much more efficient production of this. For the same cost. Now, it looks like I could keep going on these. Workshop generator tool, 4 spark per second. I mean, I might as well, because it's using resources that seem to be able to generate in large quantities. Might as well go ahead and buy a few more levels of it. Let's do the same with this. I'm gonna buy wood axe to generate even more wood when we chop. Wood and, or it's harvest agromancy power, so it's like every type of harvest. Well, it says tree harvesting, but it says oh, it's probably harvest versus gather, I guess. Paper mill. Yeah, let's do paper mill. And we still have billions of this, so let's do druidic resonator. And let's get a few levels of charger as well. Is this gonna... This should upgrade my... Yeah, my output here, I think. Oh, we only had like one because we didn't have enough of this. Okay. Why does it say +6? 35 +6. Artificer attribute. Is this giving me... Oh hey, we can construct new artifacts. Sure, why not? What do we have? Rhythm Rod? No. Fundamental Wand. Cunning effect. Cunning is the one that gives cantrip power. This is like... Infusion is all the things that generate mana and spark and so on. So more mana, more cantrip power. I don't really use cantrips in this build. Arcanum Mantle. Magic resources gained. The thing is, these are such small effects. I'm not really going for artifacts. If I ever did want to do a like a big production of something with cantrips, I would want this. So I think I'm gonna go Fundamental Wand. Let's just keep going with this. I wonder if we're probably... No, I think it was in the quintillions for the next Scholar's Wand. Splashing mental resources, probably not. Essence resources gained, probably not. Staff of Duplication, Echo Cast rating. Yeah, this could be useful. At some point. Yeah, Echo Cast rating, Echo Cast effect. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at this. This is plus 0.1 workshop effect levels. In total, plus 4.3. So I don't understand why I'm getting... What was the thing that had plus 6 on it? Now I don't even remember. It was some book or something. Yeah, these have like plus 4, plus 8, plus 6. Okay, I just don't know why these are getting random amounts of extra bonus levels. Probably not worth investigating right now. Okay, some of these are just so cheap. I should probably buy them without the upgrade. Study harvesting is okay. Yeah, let's do studying too. Study artifacts, why not? I haven't looked at my concepts in a while either, come to think of it. Too warm here to think. Yeah, I know you guys are stuck in your insane heat wave over there. I hope that ends soon. I know it's gotta be really uncomfortable. Okay, improved alchemy. Yes, let's take that. Look and see if anything else is close. Amber Artificer, we can almost afford this. Learn to craft resources using physical means. Yeah. That's probably the next thing we buy, honestly. Let's check out this agromancy. I've got a plot now. I can create a spring. Okay, I think I should wait until I have a lot of scrolls. So I can do this at a higher druidry level because druidry level gives me weave growth size. Yeah, weave growth size. Is this a weave? Yeah, this is a weave. So the larger druidry level I build this at, in theory, the better water income I get from it, I'm imagining. Okay, looks like we have to do this at level 12 right now, build all those. Okay, do I want to do another round of wooden supports now that we have a bunch of resources? Yes. And let's see. Let's go magic, spells, let's level all. Oh, we don't have any level. Raise output level. Let's take this up to the max. Let's go here. I want to see what this looks like. So this now gives me plus 260% building resources gained. Toggled, so I could do multiple of them. But it costs 5. So not really any reason to do that. I could make it heavy. Was that due to the cooldown? Plus 100% cooldown? Times 0.6 power? No. Oh. All this does is make it more expensive. Why am I not using quick on spells like this? Yeah, let's get rid of this and throw it back in with quick, just to make it a bit less of a cooldown on it. And I guess it adds spell weight, so it's very rare that I would want to do that. Okay, what's the cost? 3.19 quadrillion. Oh shoot, we ran out of Mage Bloom. Let's go ahead and... This is almost done. This will give me quite a bit. Alright, I guess we'll just sit on 0 for a minute. Should probably... Let's lower the alchemy level once. Make this even cheaper so I don't run out next time. Okay, what am I doing? We're going workshop, crafting, and do wooden supports. Now that doesn't seem like it's much more than last time. Wait, 260% building resources gained. I should be casting this when I harvest. Like this. That should give me... Yeah, that was really fast. Yeah, that's super fast right now. Can I can do all of this right now, right? Yeah, let's just do all of it. Can I go faster than that? 7.4 seconds? Yeah, I can do it faster. 122 billion. Should just be able to do it at max level. Okay, so this is ready to harvest. 481 million per second for 2.62 seconds. This is another one, right? Mage Bloom is... Oh no, because this one is Hex Blooming. I don't have anything to boost that. Okay, so I just do this as normal. And now we have enough to last us a while. Okay. Let's get some more knowledge capacity. Nip that problem in the bud. Yeah, that's what I thought. I've got a ton of research points sitting unused because I've just been buying whatchamacallits. Alright, let me make sure there's nothing to do right now in agromancy. We've got chopping. Let's just do some chopping with this real quick. Are we fast with this? We are. Okay, so just do that. Chop a bunch of trees down. And what did we say we were going to do with this? We were going to wait until I had scrolls. Yeah, okay. So we're good on that. I need to spend the... We're producing this again. Although, wait a minute. How did we get 10 million? Let me just see. Alchemy, this is a transmutation. So if we do transmute power and efficiency. Yeah, let's do this. Now that the efficiency is higher, we can probably up the level one. Still maybe a little bit more expensive than I'd like, but at least this will get up to the amount we need soon. 22 million. All right, let's grow one of these. I was just taking a quick break from the thing that I actually wanted to do, and I already forgot what it was. Research, right? So concepts, we need 17 quintillion. Okay, we're getting there, but quite a ways off. I think I went to, what level are these at? This is Analyze Elemental is 430. Analyze Mental is 444. I probably want to do some cheap ones like Study World and Study Transformation. That's way, way, way too expensive. Okay, so leave it at that. And this one is losing... Yeah, okay, perfect. Study World there. Okay, researches. Let's take a look at these innovations. We've got a bunch of conversions we could do. Alchemical enchantments. I probably want these long term. That's 3 magic. Perfect. That's very cheap. 1.74 thousand. This is all easy to do. Okay, so we get those. Tools. Ooh, tool type artifacts. That's... I remember the tool artifacts being good. Heavy and powerful artifacts that improve non-spell related activities. I think if I'm going to get anything out of my artifact investment, I should get tool artifacts. Because then I can get the, if they still have the ones that boost concepts. Need to boost amber capacity. What gives amber base capacity? Capacity base. Doesn't say anything. Natural magic. Maybe it just has a base amount by default. We need to boost natural and magic capacities. What's the fastest way to do that? Probably dimensional here. That's magic. And natural would be under world Druidry. Natural expansion? No. Natural resources gained. Wait, this is weird. What affects natural resource capacity? I guess I have enough now, but I want to know. Capacity, natural, resource cap, physicality. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do a little bit of that. Okay, so we're working our way up towards this. I was looking at research once again. So for tools, we need 2 levels of Artificer. Let's just do that right now. Artificer, 23.7 million. Wait, let me just double check. Is that the only way to get tools unlocked? Yeah, it has to be Expert Artificer level 6. Or only 2 levels off. 23.7 million wood. Yeah, these are cheap now. Remember the early days when I was concerned about the scaling cost of this wood here, and now it costs nothing. Okay, so we want innovation, tools. Okay, got that. And then greater rest we don't care about. Artifact gloves, no, I don't think so. Casting spells, charge spells, parallel mines. If I end up getting, I might do 1 more parallel slot, just for the concepts. We'll see. Greater learning. What's hidden behind this? Concept effect levels, studios effect levels, studios cost scaling. All attribute cost scaling. Wait, that's really good, isn't it? Wait, that's... all attribute cost scaling. We've got to get this. This comes from greater learning, which costs mind. This one costs mind as well. I'm gonna do it anyway. I hate to get this because I just don't care about reflective. Getting scholar effect levels, I mean, this is a very minor boost. It's only to get the next thing. Greater laboratory, what does this go into? Mechanical capacity. Yeah, we're not really going into alchemy that much. Brewing, bulk development. Wait a minute. We already have... Okay, so this requires certain amounts of expert scholar. Developing additional levels at once. Now the question is, does this affect... This doesn't affect the cost though, right? Like I still have to pay the cost for both? I feel like this is irrelevant to me. Because I already... Unless speed becomes a huge issue, I already developed 2 at a time in 2 slots. And I have a stack of... Like, I have a huge stack and it goes down very quickly. Maybe I'll want that later, but... Weave mastery. Plot special, plot cost. Do have a lot of ability advancements here. Parallel agromancy. This costs 2. This would make the agromancy less frustrating to do. Doesn't unlock anything else though, right? Alright, you know what? Just for the quality of life, I'm gonna do this. It may be a waste, but I'm doing it anyway. Greater speed, base special speed stats, greater metabolism. Okay, then we got a bunch of stuff that... Dual wield conductors... Oh, here we go. Okay, so... -1 technology requirements. This is another capstone. Oh, that's how it works. So the capstone is like on alternate levels. So I really do want to get... Expert... Expansion, level 10. And then it's not... This capstone is now this capstone. They're both capstones for expansion. So this gives -1 technology requirements. We grab this now. See, I'm already out of mind. Upgrades. I use so many more of those than everything else. I think for that reason alone, we might... Book cost scaling is really good. Yeah, I think we don't... Yeah, we don't want this. Everything here is so good. All the parchments, book cost scaling, cognitive advancements. Yeah, let's just do it. I'm going to apply my costly level 2. So let's buy this. And let's apply all free levels to parchment. Okay. So we've got a little bit of additional cognitive advancements out of that, which is nice. Oh, I see. I'm still working on that one. Okay, so now we can afford additional technology levels. So we definitely want improved materials, since this gives a free materials upgrade. Yep. And then I'm also doing improved study. Oh, yeah, so I need one more cognitive advancement. Well, we can get that, right? Because we now have an additional free... Nope, not yet. We'll have it soon. Okay, Amber Artificer is ready. It's just... There's so much stuff to do. I cannot keep up. Learn to craft resources using physical means. Should we do the Amber Mill? Yeah, this is super cheap. Make the... Oops. Yeah, make paper mills more effective. What is paper mill? Is that the one that boosts? Yeah. Additional parchment resources gained. Okay. Which means we can probably get this pretty soon. We're going to be really strong with parchment resources. Okay, so craft resources using physical means. Craft resources. Maybe we get an artifact that does something? I'm a little confused. Constructor's hammer. Oh, these are because I got tools unlocked. Physical precision stats. That sounds like exactly what I want. Crafting power, harvest agromancy power, gathering agromancy power. Yeah. This is like all things that I really want to boost. Okay, so... I like the stacks. Yeah, these don't really improve that much, right? Goes from 22 to 26. I guess having one level of robes of construction is good, and then we'll take the constructor's hammer. Maybe artifacts will start to look more powerful now. I'm thinking now it might be worthwhile to invest in greater attunement mastery, artifact tools. Improved artifacts. Artifact capacity. Yeah, so we could consider going into improved artifacts. I do have a lot of ability advancements. Okay, so improved special. I think we're going to focus on this first. So nothing that costs mental at this point. We did get improved tools. I think we are done with this, though. We probably don't get any more levels of this. Improved auras, yes, definitely. Not that auras are great, but it's what our build is built around, and it spends magic, which I don't care about. Magic is irrelevant. Same thing for improved durations, that spends magic. We just buy that. More duration stats, more emblem max stacks. Dimensional cost scaling, yeah, these are all great. And we've also... Wait, improved special. Oh yeah, this also costs magic. Okay, I don't know why I thought it cost, yeah, I was probably looking at the wrong thing. But this one we level up to. Hey, we actually spent down a good amount of stuff. Anything that costs just get convertibility advancements, that's probably not the right thing to do. What does this build into? Bunch of speed related, basically a speed related technology. Okay. Or I guess the big thing we could do is we could just put a ton of points into improved artifacts. Actually gonna run out of technology advancements soon. Okay, I feel like I've just been sitting here upgrading stuff forever. Oh yeah, let's get another cognitive advancement from this. That finished, and so now we can research the improved study to get better concept scaling. Yeah. Okay. And then, how are we here? We're getting close to being able to afford that. Oh yeah, the other thing is quality has a big impact on my costs now, so... Well, certain types of costs, at least. So what was the research I got that said learn to craft resources using physical means? There was a, enchant transmutations, right? We got enchantments out of this. Alright, can I spend that occult essence yet? We can view... We've got it here. We're spending all of our mage bloom. Let's quickly do this. 5 million. We can probably do like 2 levels up. And then we can also do one of these at the same time, I think. Ooh, let's do this real quick. Okay, get all of these peeled. Get this chopped. We're up to 6 million. What's the cost on this? 16 billion per second. Let's go like 1 level lower and plant all of our trees. What was I going to do with this? We were going to wait until we could afford this at a higher level, which means parchment. And I just did a bunch of parchment upgrades, so let's actually commit to our crafting. And hang on, what can I do with amber? Okay, workshop. Yeah, we can do these as well. Let's do force totem and some of this. Okay, we can afford witchcraft now. Unlocks witchcraft and magicianry. Harness mage bloom and unlock attributes that utilize the flower. Okay, so this is gonna open up more stuff in here. Imbue amber, that costs like nothing. Might as well do it. In fact, that's just something I can spend my amber on if I'm looking for an excuse. Which I might be. Let's do 1 more of those. Occult essence, I'm not looking to spend right now. Witchcraft and magicianry. Okay, witchcraft is... Hexed resources gained. Yeah. Let's get some of that. And this is magic resource quality. Huge. Now, unfortunately, I just spent all of my Mage Flume, so we might have to lower alchemy a little bit for a second. Let's see if we can afford it there, and then Agromancy. How far away are we from this? Oh my goodness, 16 minutes. What? Alright. We're just gonna have to lower production a lot for a second here. That should be good. Okay, I still have expert levels to spend. So I kind of hit my main goals here. So what's next? We got alchemy, augments, druidry. It takes storm to 4 to get criticals. Let's see what's in here. Critical development requires 9. Improved charging. Yeah, I don't charge my spells, so that's not important. That's the that's the crit milestone. Oh, it gives you 20% casting speed. That's tempting. My spells do cast really slowly, it seems. Parallel casting? What? Improves the cooldown rate of spells that in your other loadouts. Okay. Reduces the time it takes to charge a spell. Interesting. So if I ever go with a charge spell build, I have to remember to do it with Storm, because I really dislike holding the spells down to charge. It takes too long. Storm Forging. Oh, right. That's just the thing we already have. That's the attribute. And Infused Spark we've already got. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing really well with my current build. Like, Gathering Agromancy Power. Alright, let's see where we're going next. That's just an easy build soon. This requires quite a bit of that essence. This is the next unlock. We're still quite a ways off from it. That's just a minor thing. Those are just... Okay, so really we don't have any upgrades left. It's just, the only thing that actually does anything is this one. We just need to be a lot more powerful in general for that. So... Since I just did a bunch of research upgrading, I guess now it's back to, should be back to spamming attribute upgrades. Yeah, I think so. See if I get any glyphs I care about. I think I should start spending my glyph upgrades on something. Precise enhances the spell's critical effects. Dilated for duration. Cursed. Power a spell at a cost. But it looks like it doesn't cost anything? Doesn't add a spell weight. Times 1.3 power. Generate cursed. Cursed gives hexed resources gained, all resources gained, all resource quality. Oh, reduced all resource quality. Okay, so makes everything more expensive. So the way you'd use this is you would generate a ton of resources. And then you'd wait for it to run out. And then... how would this work with my setup? Or would it? What does it look like to have 15.6 stacks? Oh, 5% increased text and 5% increased all resources gained. I think it's too fiddly to mess with. Generates focused. Spell crit and base mental resource rate. Until the next spell crit cast. Only requires expert augments level 2 to use. I feel like maybe dilated, right? Because eventually we'll get some spell weight. We'll throw a dilated on these psychic blasts. That way they'll generate their absorption stacks for much longer. Okay, so really quick, we've got cantrip spell cost, cantrip spell power, resource quality. Actually, considering that I'm investing in that thing where quality affects everything multiple times, affects all the attributes multiple times, I might want to just spam level weak. It's not like I really use... oh, charm spell duration is interesting. No. I don't think we want to use those. I think we want, like, passive effects. Yeah, I think we just want to do a bunch of these. Sure. We'll get more upgrades later if we really need them, but I'm just not using the glyphs, so I might as well get the passive effect out of it. Imbue occultic. No, I don't think so. Okay, what else are we looking at? Learn a new alchemy? No. Let's check agromancy to see what we've got to work with. Those are still 8 minutes away. Look at this, 2 trillion of this. Before I harvest these, I gotta be able to do something to make this. Maybe druidry? Druidic talisman? Powered roots, yeah, okay. And then maybe just the axe to make it even more effective. Do the talisman too while I'm here. Lifeweaver. Natural expansion. Okay, so workshop, we're gonna do wood axe too, then we're gonna go harvest everything. Let's just level up some random stuff in here. Attunement, sure, we can get a ton of levels of that. Wizard's Aura. We didn't cast enough of these. Scholar. Upgrade that. Upgrade the Focus Aura a bunch. And Intellect. I think I was in the middle of doing something else and then I switched to buying these. Study magic, sure. See what the next artifact is. Okay, we got a focus stone that does duration. I think we decided against that. Speed cleaver is another tool. This is very similar to the other one, and it requires 10 artifact weight. An expert storm to use effectively, so I think we skipped that one. Although, I don't really want Arcanum Mantle. All duration stats. Accumulating duration, consumable duration. I think we just unlock this as an option. Even though we've got the other tool that's probably better. I don't really care about the others that much. Okay, do we have anything to unlock here? Doesn't look like it. Agromancy, right. That's what we were getting ready for by spending all those resources. Let's jump back to that then. And harvest a bunch of stuff here. Oh, those are super slow now. They're cutting? Does that make it faster? Yeah, quite a bit faster. And upgrading the level, maybe. Yeah, it looks much better. Okay. Unfortunately, this ran out. So we're not getting most of the benefit now. But we can do it for the chop in a minute. Okay. Casual trillions of wood. While I'm thinking about it, let's cancel that. Let's go here. Feel like we need construction aura leveled up a bunch. I say while I'm thinking about it. I feel like almost everything I do in this game is just while I'm thinking about it. If I happen to actually have time to think. Okay, we're gonna get Amber Amplifier. Yeah, Zach, it's just, there's just so many things, and it's like you're doing one thing and you think, oh, let me go do this, and then that reminds you, oh, there's this third thing that I should just click on real quick. Wait, carpentry? What? When did this show up? Carpentry and resin handling. This must be the thing that was like Amber, learn how to craft resources using physical means. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have so much. We're gonna 50 stacks of this. We're gonna have so much more building resources. What the heck? Resin. Yeah, here's the amber capacity. No wonder I was running up against the. The amber limit. Oh, we ran out of Mage Bloom finally. So let's go see if we can... How close are we to this? 2 minutes away? Alright, we'll just have to deal with it being off for a bit. Next time I chop trees, though, we're gonna have, what, an extra... we can easily calculate this. We're gonna have 5 times as many resources from that. Ridiculous. Okay, I want to craft, paper. How am I doing on crafting levels? Craftsmanship. Okay. Well, yeah, let's just buy some of that. Okay. Let's do this loadout for the paper. Crafting. Here we go. And paper. Oh, we're into the trillions of paper now. Now, I think what I want to do is, before I actually use that to craft anything, let's get a bunch of magic books and scholars books and notes. Well, notes we can't do because we don't have any. Yeah, okay, so just the books. We'll come do the other thing later. Okay, so I only have 249 billion paper left. So sad. Oh, hey, Mog. Yeah, I was talking to a few people who are in Europe earlier this stream, and actually, I've been talking to people, it feels like, for the last several days about this. I know you guys are in just insane heat right now. Good to see you again. Sorry you're, sorry you have to suffer so much right now. Okay, bear with me. Building resources? Okay, so this doesn't affect. Yeah, I think we decided there's no spells yet that affect this. Oh my goodness, we're gonna get so much of this. Let's see what it costs at max level. 452 million per second. That's doable. Okay. Not great because it's gonna drain a lot, but okay, now we should have 30-something million of this. We should be able to raise the alchemy level up a bit. I think we can afford to spend 2,000 for a while. So I really want to get this occultic essence built up. Next big upgrade is grow life herbs. Okay, so we're generating this in the trillions. Or, you know, at least it's climbing into the trillions. If we take a look at world druidry, billion, 200 billion. Can't actually do too much more with this. We can do something with attunement. And I think I need to go back and look at the costs for... There's the, there's this one, the charger. Yeah, 22 levels of that. That should increase this income. Yeah, there we go. Well, oh, it's going down because we're losing this. And we've also got storm forging. And actually, yeah, these spark costs. These spark costs are what's holding things up. Yeah, I like this one a lot. It's my favorite of the incremental games that I've played. It's not an idle game at all. It's a very active incremental game. And there's just a ton of different stuff to do in it. Attunement's cheap now. Ooh, we can almost afford this now. Okay, I think we're just spamming everything right now. Getting attunement, let's go to scholar, let's upgrade this income. Intellect, yeah. Let's do some academic. That's the mental side of this. We already did the energetic side. Yeah, exactly. I was talking to her earlier today. You can see in the chat. Or maybe that wasn't even that long ago. Yeah. Druidic attunement. Oh, okay. So the other thing we can do is... Now, unfortunately, this... I realized why when I cast that spell... This was like 3 episodes ago now. But why it didn't work, because the thing that's generating this is not an aura. It's a generator. So if I want to buff this, I mean, I can buy all the generators I want. Or I can buy all the aura things that I want. And I'm going to do that in a minute here. Now that we did those paper upgrades, let's actually go do another paper craft and convert these. Actually, we probably need to do some agromancy harvesting here. Yeah, okay, so let's go... rather than waiting for that again, let's just set up another spell page for it. Magic, spellbook, loadout, quick, and this. And we should go to spells and level everything up. Okay, so we cast that. I really should have figured out... Oh yeah, we're doing agromancy. I want to harvest this. It's going nice and quick. And harvest a couple of these. And let's go ahead and plant a bunch of those. That's still too much. So let's go down to druidry level. Down one more. Okay. Some more trees going. Okay, now what was I going to do with these? Trillions of wood. I was going to craft paper. Skill is in the quadrillions. Let's do some more craftsmanship first then. And maybe some more engineering for the reduced costs. Okay. One more random purchase. Whoops. Infused mana. Get a few levels of that. Okay, so crafting paper. Need this for the boost. And just casually craft several trillion paper. And then we're going to do the Thaumic Scrolls when this is done. Looks like I might want to invest in a little bit more crafting speed if I can. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. Let's go here. And get clear cutting while I'm thinking about it. Okay, so I want to go here for the magic. I'm going to craft Thaumic Scrolls now. Okay, they're all in effect. Trillions and trillions of those. Let's go to casting. We can buy a bunch of reserve levels. Just gonna keep going. 29.6. Okay. I think we'll save those last few hundred trillion. Let's level up output level a couple of times too. Okay, these can go off now. Let's see. Amber Amplifier. Yeah, that's cheap. All right, Mug, enjoy. Be careful at the lake. I hear drownings are up in, actually on your whole continent because people are all going out trying to beat the heat. I'm sure you'll be careful. All right. You just unlocked the third aspect. Third aspect. So it's workshop. Oh, the rituals. I played version 0.5 like 4 years ago, and that one had a sort of early version of the rituals in it. But I'm sure it's completely changed now. Even, actually, basically, what's completely changed? Honestly, everything after Scholar is completely different. All the agromancy stuff, world, workshop. Workshop is, like, some of the crafting is mostly the same. Yeah, the first time we saw combat, everybody was really excited about it. Hey, look. Without even trying, we can contemplate. Alright, after this I've got to take a break. This whole time I've been thinking, oh, I should just take a break, and then wow, there's a special reductive concept for generators. That is really compelling in a way. Because with that I could get this to a much higher level, right? Not to mention the fact that generators like the passive space income and all of that is generators. Later games, the things that generate all the resources, those are generators. Let me just see real quick. Generator. Okay, so control income, control force spark, space cap, space income, and verdant energy and wood. Passive wood income. Alright, let me just see what the other options are. We've got another reductive concept, which is all artificer attributes. I actually meet the requirements for this. That makes it more compelling than this. And we've got a reflective concept, which I'm not going any reflective concepts unless I'm forced to. Reductive concepts are just too strong. And we probably will meet the requirements for this one day. See, the thing about this is it affects a lot more things. There's just a lot more artificer attributes right now, and they're all really important. Crafting power, workshop and crafting cost, and reinforced costs. Construction aura. Refinement power. Refinement drain. Building resources gained. I mean, yeah, these are all just really good. Woodworking for the building resource quality. And we get like a multiplying effect from this. It affects 12 things right now. Plus I could just... This is only 3 levels that I'm on. Oh no, ore. So I could just buy a level of Expert Scholar and we're there. Yeah, I think I take Study Body, unfortunately. I'd love to get the generators up, but... Yeah, it only affects 5 things right now. It'll be good later. I mean, it'll be good at any point, but it's just up against something that's too good. Study Body, and we buy 1 level of Expert Scholar. To get the cheap version of it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now before I forget. We're gonna research Expert Scholar. And then I'm gonna go to Concepts, and I'm gonna do Loadout. And we're gonna get rid of both of these. I'm gonna put the new study body on, and mind is only at 349. Nature is only at 174. That seems really low. All right, let's put a bunch in here. Let's put a bunch in here. Do these costs ever matter? Not yet. Oh my gosh. Okay, unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention to wood. So this is now costing study, analyze nature. Okay, so because nature costs wood, oh, I can just do it until it's until the passive is. Okay, so basically 19 levels of that, and then study body we can continue to level up. This is costing trillions of skill per second. Okay, so probably just one more level or so. This is the new one, right? So basically, minus 10,000% artificer cost is like, is that 100 times cheaper now? I think that's how it works. So if I go look at all those artificer things, yeah, look at how cheap these are. These cost almost nothing compared to my resources now. All right, I'm gonna have to come back and spend on these. In fact, it's probably not even worth. Let me just see if I buy these now. Okay, I can't buy that much, I guess. All right, so we should still do the thing where we get the cheaper effect from here. But yeah, that new concept alone is just gonna make us so much more powerful once I go through and level up all these artificer things. All right, I gotta take that break I've been talking about. So thirsty. Gotta stretch my legs. All right, I'll see you guys. It's probably, I'd like to say 5 minutes, but to be honest, it's probably gonna be closer to 10. So thanks for your patience. See you guys shortly. All right, let's see how crazy we can go with these workshop levels. Right, so it's all this construction stuff. Looks like these are continuing to get cheaper over time because I got those concepts running in the background. Oh geez, look at this. Spark is... what? How is Spark so insane? It's like these spells are actually doing something now. Yeah, look at this. It's like, with nothing casting, my spark is just filling. Crazy. So refinementship costs next to nothing. Material savvy costs next to nothing. Woodworking is good. Oh yeah, carpentry of course. That's good enough. Okay, I need more capacities. I got a bunch of things capped out here. And things just keep opening up here. More casting level. Level all my spells. Dollar for the base upgrades to capacity. Let's go dimensional for... we need income, right? Well, no, we don't need... we can get a lot of different things here. Let's get containment for the capacity. Virality gives me more income. Okay, just waiting on discounts. Oh my goodness, look at this. Space is like 6.83 trillion per second. What gives magic resource capacity? Look at how fast that's filling up. I guess, here we go. Sorcery. And we want this one. Oh, I know what we can do. Storm reserves. Get a bunch more capacity for that. Scholar, we probably want mentality. Oh, it's gonna be wisdom. Does this one. Okay. Wisdom to get more cap for this, and... let's do resilience as well. Some mana infusions in there. Get some wizard's aura for good measure. What does witchcraft do? Extra resources gained. Addition rate. I don't really want to spend all of my mage bloom. Not until we have passive income, at least. Definitely infuse spark and maybe some more storm forging. Oh, elemental shaper is going to be really good. Let's do that one first. Infuse arcanum and reserves for the capacity. Everything's just going kind of crazy. Okay, at least everything's not sitting on a cap now. Let's start taking a look at my options here. So we should have an upgrade somewhere. Grow life herb. So I'm working my way up there. This is a hexed essence resource. So let's do essence income. Is under alchemist right here. Oh geez, I forgot that this was a thing. Base essence resource rate. Hydro aura for water per second. Yeah, I forgot we unlocked 2 new things there. Let's go back to the workshop and make sure we got everything in here. I guess these are all a lot cheaper now too, aren't they? Reinforced. No, they're in the millions. I guess I need to craft another set of these before we really know. Yeah, I could probably get some major upgrades here. Wait, what was it that I lowered the cost on? Was it... It was Artificer stuff, right? Concepts... Study body... Yeah, Artificer cost, specifically. Can I handle more of this now? 3 billion per second. Let's do one more. Yeah, okay. And then what about this? 7 trillion... Yeah, we can probably do a bunch more of this. Just a little. Okay, that. Containment. Memory. Definitely more urns of holding. And yeah, it looks like Urn of Urns is pretty cheap too. Physicality, Spirality. Spirality is really, really cheap. I basically want all of these. Everything under Druidry. Still gotta go back and craft those reinforced things and do that level up. Let's pick up some automatic tomes, why not? Let's see, Thermic Volumes. These are really cheap too. Wait, everything is really cheap in here. What's going on? Okay, Mentalist books for the quality. And we gotta do the alchemic notes thing. Alright, let's do this. Let's go to oh, we gotta do agromancy. Okay, so we can do both of these at once, right? Let's do this. Do all of these, do all of these. Go here, craft, do wooden supports. Okay, we got a trillion of those. Now, did agromancy, did this, oh, this didn't even finish. The peel bark action takes forever, I guess. Okay, Cauldron. Yeah, this is just free real estate. Costs nothing. Let's do transmute power, transmute efficiency. Okay, so all of these can go now. Magic notes. Wood beams. Reinforced, and this fortification. Craftsmanship isn't that cheap anymore. This is pretty cheap. Clear cutting looks cheap. Yeah, clear cutting looks very cheap. I did the wooden supports. Now we got to get the alchemic scroll. So let's do a level of paper. 52 trillion, huh? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I didn't have enough. I mean, that's a lot. I don't remember if no, I just harvested wood. Yeah, it's okay. Although, wait, we have 33 quadrillion skill. Wait, maybe I can make a lot more paper than that. Well, at any rate, we want to grow some of these. It seems to be managed. Okay, I can harvest Mage Bloom. So what I want to do is, before we start harvesting that, let me just buy this because it doesn't cost much. I want to put points into both of these, so let's go. We can do Magicianry first because that's quality. And then I want to put some into Witchcraft as well. Might as well level up Infused Mana. Get some attunement levels, some Wizard's Aura. I guess before we do this, let's go to Artificer, Efficient Collection. We're gonna do paper there. Actually do another buy. Magic book. Yeah, I think we can afford to craft a lot more paper. Let's do one more buy of the wood axe. And anything else in here? Clear cutting. Okay, so now if we go here. Oh, we just hit this without. Okay. Sure. Unlocks Dark Thistle. I was still trying to level other stuff before I was going to even focus on that, and we just walked into it. Psi is capped. Let's quickly do a mentality. And, okay, so what I was going to do... let's just finish up my thought here. We're gonna now do an agromancy. Oh, we still don't have it. Okay. Did I spend on witchcraft? I did. Okay, so we're almost out. We're about to do this. Wait, costs too much, right? No, it's going. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we're good on that. We can go to alchemy. I don't really need to worry about the alchemy anymore. Oh, magic botany. Oh, I should have bought this too. Oops. Maybe I can really quickly... What's the duration on this? Oh yeah, I can easily do a big buy of this. Then we'll probably earn even more. Yeah, this is just going up and up and up. 7 million per second, 10 million per second. Should we do another? Nah, that's basically it. Okay, so we got 82 million. View amber. Not yet. What's it telling me about here? Agromancy. Oh right, we got a new thing I can do. You know what? We're never gonna... Oh, right. That's what we wanted these for. We're getting close to this. Okay, so let's do this one. We're gonna chop that. Create a few 100 trillion wood. Okay, get rid of that. Go here. Create paper. Yeah, that's more like it. Quadrillions of paper. Okay. So now we want to do the magic scrolls. Do these cost anything? Just mana that I can easily regenerate. Okay. Speaking of spellbook, spell. Oh, we can make a new spell. Probably make a few. Okay, what do we got? Craft lightning, energetic resources gained. Okay. Purify orb, essence resources gained. And arcane excavation, get a treasure. 30-minute cooldown. 16 spell weight. Requires 25 expert arcane and 15 expert wizardry. What does excavated do? Okay, it just makes it so that you can only do so much. Honestly, this just gives me a free treasure, right? Gives me a free treasure per slot that I'm willing to sacrifice for a very long period of time. Oh, once I have the spell weight. I'm still gonna pick it up because I don't really... I mean, we have essence resources gained as a passive stat. And we have energetic resources gained as a passive stat. Yeah. I'm not really casting these charms that just give me a boost. Hasn't really been necessary with all my attributes and auras and whatnot. So I'm going to pick this up. We will need to get some spell weight to be able to use it. Brain biscuit. Mental missing permanent. I can easily afford this. Rally. Wouldn't take too much for me to get this. Manufacturing power stats and ingenuity per second. Ingenuity is crafting cost. Alchemy drain, generator cost. Generator cost is interesting. Manufacturing power. Crafting refinement generator power. You know, this is worth it just for the generator power. This is how I'm going to get huge amounts of this resource. So I'm going to cast, because this takes exactly 6 spell weight. Profusion, base, multiplier on base essence resource rate. Is very tempting, but yeah, I think it's this. Because what I can do... Yeah, I can do like a bunch of the weaker. It's hard to describe. I can do all my psychic blasts with double weak, so they cost 0, and then throw one of these on at the end. These are actually all good. These are all very useful. I'm not too far away from getting the requirements for this if I wanted to. So that's another nice thing about it. This one I already have the requirements, but we'll use rally. Can do another one? Sure. Okay, we got plus 1,000, plus 2,000% all resource cap. Vessel per second. Stacks that gives all resource cap and all resources gained. Only costs 5. I meet the requirements. Now this all resource cap, don't I already have a source of that? This might not be as good as it sounds. Distorted fusion. Flash essence resources. Don't have the requirements, probably won't meet them. Vilify. Hexed resources gained, and this is a source of cursed. So this is like the perfect thing to do while harvesting Mage Bloom. Costs spell weight of 9. Splashing essence resources is very tempting because I could get organic and occult essence without doing alchemy. And I can afford it. Let me just check this all resource cap thing. Dimensional. Yeah, this gives all resource cap, and I already have plus 1,000%, so that isn't nearly as good as it looks. It's only like doubling all resource cap or something, instead of giving some huge effect. Okay, so I think we've decided then, not this, yeah, it's this, because I can use this right now. It has a 100-second cooldown, but oh, it is a charm. Toggled for 16.1 seconds. Alright, I think we just take this and try it right now. I'm gonna put it in here. We're gonna go loadout. Distorted fusion should cost 6. Okay, so it's after attribute developed. So what I can do is buy a bunch of cheap attributes while it's running. Just gotta find something, obviously, maybe under agromancy. All right, we still have a new thing to plant here. I've got so much stuff going on. Can't keep track of it all. There's got to be some cheap wizardry stuff that I never buy, like spellcraft, right? Yeah, that's probably cheap enough. Okay, so distorted fusion, spellcraft, and like aptitude or something. Cunning. We'll make it work. Okay, so this is after attribute developed splash. That many essence resources. Let me just make sure this costs 18 quintillion. Might as well just level this up. Oops, level that up. Okay. Alright, let's see how good this is. So we want wizardry, here we go. Okay. Why are these so small? Like, I don't understand. Why is organic essence producing like nothing? supposed to splash 1.81 trillion essence resources. And it's like, okay, I guess because the rarity value is 4.49 quadrillion, so unless I produce a lot more than that somehow, it's just like nothing. I don't understand why these spells are always useless to me. Like, I can get so much more easily just by using the alchemy. What does the Alchaffinity do? Essence resources gained and alchemy power stats. Yeah, it's like just a waste of time to... It's a charm too, so... It's not like I'm supposed to buff it with something else. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Not worth investing too much time into, I guess. Get a new glyph. Okay, we got small for casting speed, extended. Just adds a little bit to the duration. Surged. Gives spell crit rating, generates static. That's the one that gives base energetic or resource rate. I think this is the one I'm most likely to use out of these. Yeah, these aren't really that exciting. Okay, just take that. Magic, spellbook, unlock. Okay, we're finally out there. Alright, let's do this druidry thing. And I made all this paper and I still haven't done anything with it. We can harvest another mage plume. Okay, so let's just go magic, wizardry. Okay, let's go here. We're gonna do another batch of... Let's start with this one. Let's start with the magic... Actually, maybe not. Yeah, maybe we don't worry about this. Okay, let's just harvest. What are you spending? 281 million. Okay, so maybe one more level of druidry. Okay, let's need to get the cooldown on that. We'll harvest these. We can go ahead and plant a bunch of these. 581 billion. Okay, that's fine. When this finishes, have a slot open. How much do these cost? A little bit too much, it seems. Or wait a minute, how much does this cost? 1 second. Okay, let's do it at... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so get extra resources, heal this, and as soon as something's open, we can chop the oak tree for extra wood. Okay. Get rid of that. Go here for the magic multiplier. We're gonna do Thaumic Scrolls. Used every one of my paper. That's funny. Okay, looks like we can level up reserve level some more. Yay! Yeah, 16, do it. Okay. Now before I do... What do these cost to maintain? Okay, we gotta lower the casting level a bunch for this as usual. Workshop, crafting, Thaumic Scroll. Okay. And go. Good trillions of them. Okay, we can just turn these off. Let's go here. Let's go to workshop. Artificer. I wanted to get alchemic notes first. Okay, and then we're going to workshop. We're getting metallist books first. Then we're getting tomes. Okay, these are going to take a while to build. Why does my workshop build so slowly? Assemblies, crafting speed. Oh, we don't have workshop build speed. I thought assembly did that. Huh, okay. Oh, right. What did I unlock? I unlocked some sort of thistle thing, right? So we should go here, and dark thistle requires 1.77 million per second for 3 minutes. For 3 minutes. Okay, so it's 180 seconds. Whoops. That was not what I meant to do. 67 billion, so that's fine. So it's really just this essence cost. I think 60 million is a good amount to spend. All right, let's make a dark thistle. That's going for a while. Let's make a couple, or just one oak tree. Right, this was the other thing that needed a ton of alchemic scrolls, is making a spring. We probably, once this thistle is done, maybe we just do it at this level. Yeah, it'll use 3 billion. This is much better than the level I was going to do it at before. Let's go and get this spring done. Okay, that's it for agromancy for a while. Those cost 1 million. Yeah, we can do a lot more of these alchemic tomes. And wasn't there something else that cost this alchemic scroll resource? Somewhere around here. Was it an upgrade? Imbue organic. I'll probably get that soon. So all we have is imbue things, so I guess we need to harvest that dark thistle to make any more actual progress in the game. Yeah, everything that's left is just imbue. Oh my gosh, look at this auto alchemy. So cheap. Oh right, because I don't have any organic essence. All right, let's go ahead and fix that. Let's go to alchemy. Switch this out with this one. Okay, we're gonna produce organic essence for a while. I already got millions. Sure. It costs 22 million. 104 million. Amber. Wonder how high these go. Let's get a bunch of wisdom so I have more capacity for thaumaturgy. And I got 17 quadrillion of this. That's gonna be some... Let's do engineering to reduce the cost. And then... Atomic volumes? Yeah, I think so. Maybe some more automatic tomes as well. You know what else costs those is these cheap little things in here. Conjurator and Alterator. Hey, look, we have 12 orb advancements to spend. Alright, I'm gonna get a bunch of Scholar. I like Scholar. Oh man, we gotta spend 11 ability advancements. Shoot, what do I want to do? Can I afford technology? I didn't want to get tools. We got 1 level of improved soil for plot capacity. I don't think we ever do any more than that. Alright, innovation. Do we have good stuff to spend on in here? Wait, I actually might need to start spending on, should we get another artifact slot? That feels like a waste. We could go the crit route. It gives casting speed. Let's get at least 1 level of this. Okay, so we're gonna go expert, storm twice. Let's get this one too. Okay, then got a couple of things to get in here. We got casting speed in the spell crit. Yep. And then shouldn't we be getting near the next mind mastery? It requires 18. Okay. Let's do unfortunately we need a lot more cognitive advancements. Could convert abilities. No, I don't think so. I want to go for speed. Don't need any more parallel. Dual wheel conductors. Technology mastery. Precise. Magnified echoes. Echoes are pretty convenient. They keep generating more stacks for me. We could get Expert Arcane up to level 4. Let's go Scholar up to 8 regardless. 18. And then we need more of these, unfortunately, so we're going to be stuck for a little bit. I don't believe I can afford... Yeah, materials, we need expansion level 15. Oh, we got this. Yeah, it's probably best to just go ahead and do this now. We're gonna be, yeah, we're gonna be running so short on these cognitive advancements though. Scholar Alchemy, and the ones from Parchment. Let's see, Scholar probably yeah, we can probably just do a massive amount of upgrades in Scholar. And then I'll look in Alchemy as well. Just upgrade everything. Okay, let's look at Alchemy too. Auto Alchemy is really cheap. Magic botany, we don't want to do yet. Rapid gathering. Alchemic ability is cheap. Oh, we gotta wait for stuff. Efficiency and power would probably be good to get. Metabolism is super cheap as well. I mean, they all are, right? That costs a lot, I guess. This is control capacity. Let's get this first. And that. Okay, I want efficiency and power still. Let's do efficiency first. Alright, spend the extras in wizardry somewhere. Let's get infused spark and stormforging. Elemental shaper is good. Okay, let's see what we have to work with now. 4 more. Nice. Okay, so we were gonna do. We could get auras again. Yeah. I think so. Just spends magic. And we're a little low on technologies right now. Let's just wait. Mind mastery. Yes, definitely. Oh, that spends all 4. Okay, yeah. Minus 4% concept time scaling. Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. So I still need to spend a bunch of these. Speed gives me another one that costs magic, a technology that costs magic. I'm fine with that. Base special speed stats. Okay, let's spend this, and then maybe I should do improved artifacts for the artifact weight. And when I say weight, I mean capacity, because back in the beta it was called weight. Swift effect levels, swift cost scaling. I mean, why would I take that over auras? I'm already so committed on auras. They seem to be working well. I mean, look, I've got a ton of resources coming in still, even with my caps being so high. Yeah, let's keep up with the auras. We could just do a new type of... We could do improved tools. Nah. Crafting, artifacts. Man, I just don't know. It's weird for me to not be able to choose something. What does this unlock? Oops. I wanted to do that. Consumable duration, relic power. Oh yeah, hey, I was gonna cast that spell. Let's do it while I'm thinking about it. Now, get out of here. Let's go down here. Oh, come on. That's not what I wanted to do. Trying to get it out of my loadout. Alright, let's go here and do loadout. Get rid of that. Oh, right. The excavation I can't do. I forgot. We need to level up. We need to get a bunch of capacity first. Okay, never mind. I think that was the only one I wanted to do. Meditative fabrication. Need a single extra spell capacity. Or we just get wizardry to 14. That works too. Okay, concepts. How you doing here? We got study body up to a lot. Let it run for a second more here. Analyze nature. This is costing a bunch of wood, but we have a bunch of wood. All right, you know what? That's enough for that one. Let's do study mind is way too low. Okay, 257 trillion skill. Wait, why is that going down? Oh, because this one keeps leveling up. I see. Well, we're gonna get rid of that one in a second anyway. 41 trillion. Yeah, this is just going and going. This is, yeah, this costs nothing. Okay, this is slow. Let's get rid of this now. Let's do, just get a bunch of levels of restorative learning for a second. I believe, what is this leveling up? Yeah, I think it's leveling up concept, which just makes all my concepts faster, so it's worth getting every once in a while. Ten sextillion psi. We need 50. We're almost to the next concept. Crazy. I remember, it seems like just a few minutes ago, it was like we're off by several orders of magnitude before the next one. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get the cheapest thing, which is steady transformation. That looks like it's going to continue to get... Yeah, that's about the right level to do that one out. Okay, we'll be back for more concepts in a bit. Improved tools, no. Okay. Inventory, base bonus item rating. Yeah, it's almost certainly artifacts. I just wish we had some better artifacts to do that with. 22 million, sure. Okay, so we need to harvest Dark Thistle whenever it's ready. We've got a water spring. What are you doing? We can destroy this. It's producing 68,000 base water per second. Base water per second. My Hydro Aura is producing 3 million base water per second. So can I conclude that this is a waste of time? Oh, I see. Plus 20% total plant growth speed. And times 1.1 plant yield. Okay, so that's the purpose of it then. Because that's going to help my Dark Thistle grow faster. Yeah, look at this nonsense. 37 total minutes, and it's got 24 left. Okay, so we'll keep that. Let me just see. Plant growth. Okay. Total? Can I get... No, I don't get any information on that. Okay. I mean, what else to do here? We just have to wait for the Dark Thistle, right? So we can just get more and more powerful. Yeah, we're just waiting 24 minutes. So during this time, I can just go around and charge up more and more stuff, upgrade more and more things, but I mean, really, there's not a lot to do right now. I guess we should work on capacity. That's going to be containment. To start with, because that does everything. And then memory and sorcery. Then we got the books. Okay, we would need paper for that. We can get a bunch more craftsmanship. Carpentry is really low. Okay, so it seems like we need paper soon to... Yeah, to really deal with this issue. Although, wait a minute, can I just do this? And wisdom for the other stats. 961. Yeah. Caustic conversion. Oh, I do remember liking this one. Alteration spell duration and alteration spell drain. Like casting a whole bunch of these and then a water spell. You can create a ton of water over a very long period of time. I remember liking this, but might not work as well now. We'll see. Power Strike. We're never going to meet the requirements for this, but getting 834% physical precision stats and physical speed stats. This looks like the perfect thing to cast, even though it has a 67-second cooldown. Perfect thing to cast before using a... like, chopping a tree or something. Although, I don't know. My base income is so high. I might just start ignoring the trees because they're too annoying. Let's see. Yeah, and we already saw this one. Base essence resource rate. Yeah, we're never gonna meet the requirements for these. I think this one is likely enough to be useful, and I meet the requirements, so I'll just take it. Okay, let's craft paper. I want to do this. Let me just check what this costs. 1.4 seconds and 1 second. Okay, let's just do these at that level. Okay, and then we just have to refresh a bunch of plots. Mage Bloom is ready to harvest. No, not yet. Wait, I'm a little bit confused. Yes, it is ready. 107 million per second for 11 seconds. So we can generate 1 billion Mage Bloom. Maybe I should plant more Dark Thistle in case I need... Yeah, I'm gonna need more plants. Let's do some of these. 377,000. That requires 65 million. Okay, one level lower. Plant a dark thistle. Maybe plant 2? Okay. All right, back to generating capacity for stuff. Let's do a set of these. I'm going to get a bunch of craftsmanship. And we already have a bunch of wood. Let's get some engineering as well. Maybe some assembly. Okay. Just wait for those. Okay, let's do... Yeah, paper. I'm just going to do paper, not any of the following things. Because I want to now go to... Let's see. Yeah, workshop, scholar's book, and magic book, but mostly scholar's book for the cap. We need this for the... Well, this is already cheap. Okay, so we can do this now. 33 levels, very nice. What did I need for the next level of concept? Oh, it's there. I'm already done. Wow, okay. Crazy. Study books. Cheaper books. Wow. And I've already got another thing that makes them cheaper. Study storm, reduce storm shaper costs is tempting, but... Let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things, and this is 4 things, it looks like. And we've got analyze blooming. Reductive concept. Blooming attribute cost. Okay, but I only have the one blooming resource right now, right? Yeah, so not that big of a deal. Okay, so we're gonna go for the books. I really like books, and we have that other thing that we're investing in parchment and making all the books cheaper. Hey, Kirk. Sorry I didn't see your message for over 5 minutes. Chat's really quiet, as it usually is when I'm playing this game. Yeah, study books is going to be really, really nice. Okay, concepts. Let's see, what do we want to get rid of? Now, study mind, we can probably level up some more, right? Because this is... Yeah, it's just now starting to get a little expensive. So let's leave that. Let's get rid of transformation for now. We're going to put some study books in. We're losing 100 million per second. We'll probably go up to about around 1 billion per second. Be happy with that. Actually, let's just spend like half of our paper and then turn it off and put something else on. Because I don't have paper income over time, so... Just gonna level it up a bunch, and then we'll come back to it and do it later. Oh yeah, tomorrow's show. I'm gonna try to be there for your interview with Raph. Some of us were talking in somebody's chat. I forget whose. Maybe it was mine. The other day about whether there were gonna be if there was any news on the custom update, right? Because they said, I don't know, a couple years ago now that they were going to finish up Wintermute, and then I think the next big update was supposed to be a complete overhaul of custom. So maybe I can submit that to you as my requested question if you want. I'm sure there's lots of people who would be interested in the answer to that, so although I'm sure there's all kinds of other stuff that you guys can talk with him about, just how the process has been over the years. Okay, so I turned books off. What are we going to do next? Study world looks low. Yeah, let's do that one. Hey, we're actually losing. Okay, we'll put it at 25. That should be good. Okay, where were we? We had a bunch of paper. I think we bought scholars books, but maybe not magic books. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, let's do this one then. And we might as well buy Thaumic volumes and some tomes. Actually, we need to generate these first. Yeah, we should do another paper craft into a Thaumic scroll craft. Yeah, actually, with all the books being cheaper, we got these. Yeah, that's going to be the plan. Okay, so let's do this. We should really do a wood harvest. Have one available. 192 trillion isn't really enough, is it? Let's just see how much I get, and we'll decide. $8 quadrillion. Go ahead and wait for these cooldowns. Well, that's a lot. Not yet on that. Not yet on that. Well, raised reserve level is pretty good. Yeah, we'll do that one. But not the spellcraft, because 9 times out of 10 I don't even use the new spells at all. Okay, let's just turn these off. Let's go here. Planning to ask about the roadmap of custom menu upgrade. Yeah. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I have one other question, but I'll probably just save it and try to ask it in chat. It might be... If it's, it might be really busy, right? Like, Zach made the announcement. Obviously, more people are going to show up for an interview with Raph, so I won't push it if it's, if it's really busy. But I do have one question that's been kind of plaguing me for a long time, and I've never gotten the opportunity to speak to him. Just something about the design of like certain hidden things in the game, like how much intent is behind them. You can probably guess most of it based on that. Okay, so we got this. We've got 15 stacks of that. Artificer Workshop. Right, so now we can invest in Thaumic volumes. Although we still need wood. Can I get a... Do we not have any trees? Oh, we have no trees growing. Well, that's a mistake. Okay, let's get those growing. So I'm gonna have to remember to come back and do Thaumic volumes again, because I only got a few. Okay, so now the Mentalist Book and Alchemical Tome. Those are really cheap again. So let's get... yeah, we can just craft those directly. This is the one where it costs way too much, right? Might have... I think we outclassed it. Yeah, only minus 1 trillion per second on skill is nothing. Are we at max casting level? Oh, no, we're not. We're at an insanely low output level. No wonder. Okay. Yeah, so if this is at max, then these cost... Yeah, these still cost way, way too much. Okay. So let's just do it at like 10 or something. Then I gotta remember to level this up afterwards. Crafting. Yeah, perfect. Let's do this. And that. Hey, finally into the quadrillions with the alchemic scrolls. That's nice. I wish there was a way to quickly cancel these by clicking here instead of having to find the right one on here. Looks like it's this one and this one. Okay, we got 15 stacks. We can go and do... which one do we want first? Mental resource quality? Are these mental? No. Essence parchment. Oh, essence. Interesting. Because I've got some spells that increase essence resources gained. Alright, well for right now, just buy a bunch of those. 26. It's a good amount. There. Let's go to Artificer and see if I can afford... No, I need more notes. Okay, let's just get something like capability for the cap. Looks like we need this for the cap as well. Yeah, thaumaturgy caps. Okay. Alright, I hate to say it, but let's see, we got... Still got 4 minutes left on this. That's a good amount of time to leave. I think I'm going to call it a day. And when I come back, we'll finally be able to harvest our Dark Thistle. Fortunately, I've got 2 more plants in the pipeline behind this. So, probably take 1 harvest to get the Dark Thistle, and then we'll try to unlock everything. And then, hopefully with a couple more harvests, we'll be able to get most of the stuff we need to move to the next thing. The Druidry is really the only thing that holds me back at this point. Like, just need to push to the next thing, but it takes a while to get there. And of course, concepts or our research points are starting to build up again, so we can do a little bit more with that too. All right, hope you enjoyed, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, Kirk, and good to see you, Zach, if you're still here. I know you're playing this game a lot. You're a bit ahead of me. It sounds like you already are at the 3rd aspect. Thanks everyone else who stopped in. I'll see you next time.